6 months ago, we heard about Strawberry Mansion High School inside Philadelphia. For 5 straight years, it has been considered one of the most dangerous schools in this country. Located in a neighborhood where 40% of the families live in poverty, the city's highest number of homicides and assaults. So we wanted to know, who are the 435 students trying to get an education there? The kind of education so many of us take for granted. So 6 months ago, we took our cameras into Strawberry Mansion to look at their day when that school bell rings and the security guards offer a prayer of protection. It is morning at Strawberry Mansion High School.
We must save the children.
So many kids coming to learn, and others on a haircut. This school year, there have been 49 serious incidents like the ones we filmed. On one day, boys in a rough fist fight. On another day, girls attacking each other, and that's the principal caught in the middle. Incidents include attacking teachers, setting fires.
Somebody thought it was cute to start it on fire. Safety is not a joke.
Principal Linda Wayman was an assistant superintendent in the district before coming to Strawberry Mansion this year.
I could not find a principal who was suitable to handle this school. So therefore, I said to myself, because I love these students dearly, and I knew the community, I will just volunteer to be the principal.
In this school, security guards watch for razor blades and tinfoil, knives, and Vaseline on faces used to make you slippery during a fight. Security cameras everywhere.
And
how many cameras?
94.
94?
94 cameras, yes, and we need more.
Trying to protect kids like a small, quiet 9th grader named Malaysia.
To me, it's important to get grades because I want to get a scholarship.
Malaysia says she just wants to make her dad proud. But one day after school, Malaysia is punched in the face by another girl.
Get busted up pretty good.
I mean, it's like a little, it's sore still.
She tells me she's bullied a lot. You scared?
Of fighting?
Sometimes of coming to school.
Yeah, because I'm little.
Little like Razak.
How do you protect yourself at school?
Well, I use my words. I don't try to be big. I don't try to be anything. I just be myself.
He's in the 9th grade and tries to show up at school every day, even though he shoulders a lot of responsibility at home for his mother and sisters. Potatoes cook on the stove near his bed. His clothes are in those plastic bags. His pride, the junior military uniform he carefully lays out on the chair. What are your favorite subjects?
Chemistry.
Yeah?
I like learning about the atoms and the periodic table.
Back at Strawberry Mansion, it's time for lunch just before noon.
This is the most scariest part of the day for me. I get petrified because I know that if they outnumber me, I don't know if I have enough manpower to bring them back.
And as we watch, another fight breaks out. One girl had spit on the other. And Wayman rushes to break it up.
Oh, take her out, take her out.
She quickly restores order.
I'm down.
My leg, my knee.
Take a deep breath, okay? Calm down, take a deep breath.
By the way, during the mayhem, one of the students steps in to protect me.
We don't want nobody here, Jair. Don't back up.
Today's a new day.
Like other kids around this country, students at Strawberry Mansion want a music program, but they have no teacher, so they try to do it themselves.
I smile.
And when it comes time for Parent-Teacher Conference Day,
Mr. Quigley, I'm just curious, how many parents have you had come in the last 2 days?
This is the first parent that I saw so far.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
out of his 70 students, only one parent shows up. It's Malaysia's dad. He knows that the bullying and chaos at the school distract her, but her grades are slipping, and he pleads with her to remember her future.
Look at the mistakes that I made with my life. I don't want the same thing for you.
He works in construction and says he just wants her to have more.
I gotta make money with my hands. Why don't you make it with your brain? You understand?
By spring, Principal Wayman has reduced serious incidents at the school by half, and she has doubled the number of seniors accepted into college. But some of those seniors tell her they do not have the few $100s for a deposit fee to secure a spot. For a moment, the tough, determined principal is in tears. In the auditorium, a school police officer plays Praise Him, a hymn of hope. The year almost over. Another day ends at Strawberry Mansion. The bell about to ring.
I want you to be careful going home today, young people. And you all have to remember that education is the only way. It is your only ticket. And remember, if nobody told you they loved you today, you remember I do. I look forward to seeing you in school on time on Monday. Have a great day when the bell sounds. After I surrendered to the call to go to Strawberry Mansion High School and met with all the students for the very first time, I was so excited as I spoke to them about my expectations for their future. I spoke to them about going to college. I outlined for them their responsibility in their own learning. I mentioned that we would try to take many cultural and academic trips to expose them to life beyond North Philadelphia, where they lived. While speaking, I noticed that most of the students had blank looks on their faces, and they gave me blank stares as to say, she cannot be talking to us. It was if they did not hear me or did not believe my expectations could become a reality. I had a lot of sleepless nights. Trying to figure out the root of all of Strawberry Mansion's problems. Suddenly, it came to me. Despair, deep despair, the absence of hope resided in Strawberry Mansion High School. The students could not envision their life that could be better and should be better. I would soon understand thoroughly why I was sent to Strawberry Mansion. God said, go and bring hope to the hopeless. Go and help the children that feel forgotten and neglected to the world. Go and remind them that there is still goodness and kindness in the world. Go and make them understand that there is purpose in their life, and I fully expect for them to fulfill it. Restoring hope and giving students the sense that anything is possible became my primary responsibility. The public address system became my vehicle by which I tried to deliver my message of hope every day to every student. Daily, I reminded the students that hope did indeed reside in Strawberry Mansion High School. For if they educated themselves, the world could be theirs. I told them often that there is life outside of North Philadelphia, and I fully expect for them to go see it. I expressed and I stressed that I expect for them to come to school, do their work, graduate from high school, go to college, become productive citizens in their community, and most of all, every day I told them, if nobody told you they loved you today, you remember I do. I simply love you. Today, after the airing of the Nightline special and benefiting from all the kindness that poured out from around the world, and in combination with close attention they receive every day from the school staff, more and more students are beginning to see that there is hope for a better life, and they now realize people really do care about their future. In closing, when I was asked to participate in this conference, I first thought that it was not real. Why would anybody want me to speak in the same forum as Hillary Clinton? I am only a principal. Then, in the wee hour of the morning, my faith reminded me that God uses people like me for all of his purposes. So, after a lot of soul searching and a lot of praying, God revealed to me my true purpose for being here today. And that is to remind you, all of you women of power and esteemed position, that you hold the power, the clout, the influence, the leverage, the pull, the voice, the dominance, and jurisdiction, the ability to act or produce an effect to make the world understand that this nation must invest in the education of all its children if they are going to remain the wealthiest country on earth. It is up to you. It is up to you, you most powerful women, that it is your power, it is up to you to use your power to remind everyone you know that all children includes children like mine. Children born into poverty, children that are homeless, children that have been incarcerated and lost their way, children with mental illness that receive no health services, children with all types of special needs, and children that dare to dream. Remind everybody you know that children cannot be held accountable because they are born poor. Children cannot select their parents or the communities in which they live. But let's not forget that just by being a citizen of the United States of America affords them the right to be given an equal chance for a bright and productive life. And that begins and ends with a quality education. John Dewey once said that education is not the preparation for life, it is life itself. So again, I am here to tell you some and remind others that you are the game changer. Because you exist in the world, anything is possible for a child. Remember what possibilities are. Possibilities are abilities or qualities that could make someone or something better in the future. You have the power behind all possibilities. You make the difference. So please take your role seriously. So when it's time to leave this conference, please go back to your cities and your towns and reach out and touch children like mine. They're everywhere. Children that have lost hope along the way. Seek them out. Have conversations with them and remind them that they will be okay because you are out there in the world more than eager and ready to help them on their journey. Martin Luther King once said, everyone has the power for greatness, not fame, but greatness, because greatness is determined by service. Thank you.
Thank you. Principal Linda Cliatt-Wayman, and congratulations. You are a true pioneer and illustrate the power of possibilities. As you all know, Philadelphia is at the heart of the education crisis facing our country, and we are truly lucky to have Principal Cliatt-Wayman leading the charge and making a difference. For her remarkable accomplishments, please. For her remarkable accomplishments at Strawberry Mansion High School, for her determination, passion, and commitment, we are proud to recognize Principal Linda Cliatt-Wayman for her outstanding leadership. Linda, you make a difference each and every day for students and faculty at Strawberry Mansion High School. You're an agent of positive change and an inspiration to us all. And now, the Pennsylvania Conference for Women would also like to take a moment to recognize conference board members Leslie Stiles, Susan Anderson, and Karen Farmer-White for their 10 years of board service. For the past decade, each of these fantastic women leaders has served critical roles in the launch and expansion of Pennsylvania's largest and most prominent conference for women. In recognition of their service and their commitment to the empowerment of women and girls, the conference would like to make a donation in their names to the Strawberry Mansion Scholarship Fund. You're welcome. Because we want to continue supporting the education of young women in Pennsylvania.